Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for joining us here at the Ubernar today. Well, I tell you what, my name is Ryan. Lovely to meet you. You've probably noticed that we're here at the Four Seasons. Look, what can I tell you about this? I had big plans. We had some huge plans for the Ubernar today. Hopefully you're all tucking into your lunch. Hopefully those Uber drivers got there on time so you could enjoy. There was going to be like an elephant over there and like some fireworks and like it was in this big grand hotel. But here we are at the Four Seasons landscaping. Look, lots of honest, wonderful landscapers out there. I'm not saying that it's not cool, but look, I don't think this 2020 has gone the way anyone planned, and this is just yet another stumble. Look, it's not like I'm probably the first person this has ever happened to. Who would get confused with the Four Seasons Hotel and the four? I mean, I wonder what happened to that elephant. I have really no idea. Look, like I said, my name is Ryan, and you guys are here to learn a bit about Kynection. So Kynection are all about a few things. Of course, they're about a little bit of lunch. They're about making you, streamlining all your processes and making you as much money as possible. And of course, getting onto all of the new tech that we possibly can. Now, 2020 has been a weird year for me. I spent most of it in Zoom rooms, basically, and we've all spent a lot of time in Zoom rooms. There's no two ways about it. It's not fun, is it? I mean, look at that chump. We all know that guy works in HR. Look at that smile on his face. Look at this gross. And then, I mean, who even knows like what's going on? Like, it's weird that they all have the same blue background behind them, but get yourselves a green screen, kids. Like, shape up, ship out. What do you look, Greg? Stop! Don't you smirk at me, mate. I will go you. Don't think I don't know where you live just because you're working from home. Doesn't mean I can't come round and check. Look, there's other things. Look, you guys are probably all working from home as well, which is nice when you're just trying to have some lunch. But check this out. Working from home comes with its own problems because you'll be stuck there, just stuck. And hey, buddy, hey, I'm in the middle, baby. I'm in the middle of something right now. Your brother's here as well. This is. Can you keep it down? I'm trying to do an Ubernar right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about this. Yep, that's it. Through them. What's really weird about this is that I don't actually have kids or a wife, so I have no idea who those people are. Just no idea. Thank you. Close the door behind you. That's great. But long story short, we are here to bring a whole bunch of you and all of your information, all your systems, all your stuff together. And there's a couple of easy ways to do that. So we're going to talk to you about a whole bunch of things today. We've got a couple of great guest speakers. But in order just to get your whet your appetite, to get you into it, I'm going to get look. Let's get serious about this. Let's get presentery. No, that's too presentery. I don't like this. Let's move me down here. That's a much better spot. I prefer it. It's close. It's comfortable. It's nice. Guys, you didn't think that there would be a quiz, but there is. There's going to be a quiz. No, it's not too hard. We're involving all of our favorite things. Of course, we've got food, which you're all interested in, money, which we're all interested in, and tech. Those are my three favorite things. So we've got 3 questions for you. We're not going to see the answers till a little bit later on the show, just to get your brains working, because of course, knowledge in motion. We want to get your cogs ticking and get you all ready for these clues. So question number 1, very straightforward. How many secret herbs and spices are there in the Colonel's original KFC recipe? Do you have any idea? I mean, you have to be of a certain age not to know this. Has anyone ever counted them? Do salt and pepper count as a spice? Or are they just like, they're not even real tastes, are they? It's salt. What does salt taste like? See, you can't even answer me. That's too tricky. That was too cerebral. Question number 2, just to keep this in your head for a little. This is a money question. And I'll tell you what, I don't know a lot about money, but I know a bit about Monopoly. What happens in Monopoly when you roll 3 consecutive doubles? You have to roll 3 consecutive doubles. What are the odds of doing that? Could someone get a calculator out? Some of you accountants are going to be better at this than I am. And now, let's for our text question, get it out of them and into this. Through the ages, I want you to look at this. Through the ages, these very tricky things. Now, of course, we all know WhatsApp, Instagram, Giphy, and Oculus. Giphy. See, personally, I'm a Giphy man. But, the people at Giphy, they might want to call it something else. This is not from when they were actually started. I want to know which one of these was the first to be bought by Facebook, which one was the second to be bought by Facebook, which was the third to be bought by Facebook, and then they all tumble eventually. Eventually, we will all be bought by Facebook if we haven't already been bought by Facebook. And thank you, Facebook, for hosting this event today. Yeah. WhatsApp, Instagram, Giphy, and Oculus. First, second, third, and fourth. Put them in order in your head. Which one was the first to be purchased? Which was the second? Then the third? And of course, the last. We're going to get the answers to these questions a little bit later, but before we do, we are going to get down to some serious stuff, get ourselves some real knowledge. So I would like to make a few introductions. You guys are all comfortable. You're all settled. We've got a few people in the house. Thank you for playing along. It's good to see look, Dave has already answered one of those questions. He said 1,000 herbs. Thank you, Dave. That's a very vital contribution. Who knows if that is correct? We're going to get to that a little bit later, but I have a strong sense that I hope you are not in charge of accounting for your firm or whatever it is. We are going to get into some of these things. Can I please make a great introduction to our first speaker for this evening? You, mate, it's not even the evening, it's the afternoon. Sorry, I'm in a darkened room and it's force of habit. So check this out. Please welcome, we'll be right here. It's Courtney Smith, ladies and gents.
Great stuff, Ryan, and thanks for the intro. Look, I've really enjoyed putting these Ubernars together with my team and trying to find unique ways to blend engagement and a free lunch. What I thought I'd do now is cut across and do my piece. We're going to head into a little piece called Over the Horizon, where I talk about things that are coming next in the technology horizon and the strategic horizon for business. For those that don't know me, I'm the CEO of Kynection, and I'm here as a resident expert on technology adoption and consultancy around implementation of technology systems, integration of unique and amazing ways of automating your business processes. So on to the topic today. Normally, before I jump into a presentation, I like to create validation statements. And a validation statement for me is the pure conversation around what's happening in our worlds as business owners and leaders today. For this presentation today, I've leaned on a little piece by Sean Kanungo around disruption. So please keep looking at my mug if you need to, but in reality, focus your attention and drive towards Sean Kanungo.
Guys, remember when this whole thing was full? Yeah, I don't remember that. You know, pre-pandemic, we had all these asteroids coming at us, all these new technologies, new ways of working, and this pandemic, this was the big asteroid. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that these asteroids will always come at us, always. If you've made it this far and you haven't dropped off the call, I'm gonna give you a secret. I don't know if this has ever happened in a live keynote that somebody actually ordered a pizza, but we're gonna see if the pizza comes on time, and I can show you what a secret pizza is all about. Any other responses, by the way?
And I just looked down at my Apple Watch, and my partner, Brett Botcher, just announced that they just had a baby girl at 7:28 this morning that he's been waiting for. And I just heard that here, so that was no disruption.
Can I use a phone a friend, by the way? Robin, I had this question. Mazen, can you do me a favor and drop the Cybertruck right here? Look at this thing. You know, I really believe that disruption is opportunity, and by studying innovators and innovations throughout history, we have noticed that anytime there's chaos and turmoil and warfare, there's also great opportunity.
As he described, there's been a big asteroid that has woken us up. There's been no other time in history where technology has had to come to the fray as much as it has in COVID-19. There's a little phrase by Warren Buffett, who I like to follow, and he makes a great statement. Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked. And I think there's been a lot of people swimming naked. So this great big thing called COVID has driven a major disruption to business and the way in which we do business. When we're delivering our technologies into our customer base, one of the things we find most often is that if you haven't started the process, You actually don't know what you know until you know what you don't know. And that statement is so true when we start to implement changes and improvements that customers start to find that they're understanding the journey better and start thinking of things they would have otherwise not even considered. Disruptions are coming from everywhere, and we all need to be prepared. We talked in our last session around a number of key disruptive elements in technology. The big ones that I identified were edge, IoT, machine learning, artificial intelligence, bottom-up adoption, which is where we think about who's making some decisions around product design and strategic design, hyper-automation, which we'll talk to today, and distributed cloud, again, today's topics, and then bandwidth everywhere, the concept of 5G and what that's going to bring to our businesses and the way in which we experience the inputs that we can have both in business and personal life. Just a recap, quick one. Last session was about edge IoT and the concept that we can have millions of devices in the marketplace, all connected, all making calculations and undertaking algorithmic assessments in the field or outside of a typical network. This reduces network load and improves engagement in the field. We gave an example of AI cameras, and we're going to release some of those in the new year. The other one was the pyramid is flipped. When we think about hierarchies of business, it's really important to consider how important it is to the user on the ground and how they feel about the use and uptake of strategic technology delivery. The scenario here was let the user design. So on to today's topics. Well, today's about hyper-automation. And what that means is that there are going to be points in our business where technology is going to be better than a human. We don't want to replace the human, of course. The things around empathy, thought process, creative design and thinking, these are all things that humans will be better than technology at for decades, potentially millennia to come. But what is going to be taken out is process, those things that can be automated, improved, and sometimes made more safe by bringing in technology, robots and the like. So the concept here is we create a digital twin that does things like we would normally do, but better, and we take over the role of doing the things that humans can do best. We're at a crossroads, and in fact, we're past a crossroads, where human adaptability to what technology can deliver to us, both in personal lives and in business, have crossed. You need to think about going from simple, paper, those sorts of processes, to hyper, where everything is automated, intelligence is derived from all of your elements in your business operations and through really smart, highly efficient process automations. At Kynection, we touch most of these points, and I've put my little Kai here to represent where we are strongest and where we're still improving. Distributed cloud. Well, the trick here that we all have to think about is where actually is our data. They're saying by 2022, more than 50% of enterprise and business generated data will be outside the typical network where we process our data today. What that means is edge devices are becoming ubiquitous, mobile phones, connected GPS, all of these things that Kynection offer to our customers are all becoming intelligent. Now that means we can compute at vast levels of improved output, and we can bring the data back in intelligently already catalogued buckets so that the business can make decisions quickly and efficiently. But the big trick here is where is your data? And so you really need to be clear on how you integrate and control your data flow. I've got a little video. I think this one will explain it better than I did.
Data. It's the great differentiator in today's competitive landscape. Every day, your business pulls in huge quantities of it, from web interactions to inventory counts, diagnostic reports to consumer feedback. And then it sits, separated across systems, unstructured and disjointed. Being able to look out across all that data, connect the dots, and see the bigger picture is key to your company's success and survival. Machine learning gives you this ability, the chance to view your data in a whole new way. Instead of following code and commands, It learns from what you compile to find patterns and insights that not only make you smarter, but can revolutionize how your business runs. At Google, we use machine learning to optimize all our products. From real-time traffic in Maps, spam detection in Gmail, and facial recognition in Photos. And now, we've designed a platform especially for you. Predict when to ramp up production. Know when your customers are ready to upgrade. Diagnose new diseases with speed and accuracy. The more data you bring to it, the more unique insights you're given. The more opportunities you have to redefine how your enterprise runs. This is the future of how machines and people work together to transform how we all do business. The technology is here, and it's waiting for you. Will it make the difference for your enterprise?
So another good little video. As I said, I like to use industry to validate what I'm saying. And I think that the presentations that are available to us, if you're prepared to search, are amazing. I want to give you a voice of reason around how our business Kynection views disruption. We are no different. We are the same as any organisation out there, and in fact, potentially even worse than many bricks and mortar businesses. There's a real divide between the concept of the design thinking and the innovation you're trying to deliver to make sure that you're not disrupted, to actually delivering and putting rubber on the road in execution and delivery. Even technology companies like ourselves, who have all the tools in the world at their fingertips, ISO accreditations, and a really vast capability and strength around BPM, business process management, struggle to achieve a nirvana status. We often have clients that talk to us about investment, and investment's a really delicate bridge, and I get it. But as a business that's in technology, we invest too. And so to just give you some comfort, we're going to invest in this financial year over $80,000 in external consultants and integrated systems that we can't deliver in our systems, our one system. And I've put a project team together, which is all of our staff who have all been given a champion project to improve our business processes. That's bottom-up design, 4 hours a week, 48 weeks a year. And that's going to cost the business over $150K in resource that could be applied to customer projects. So we're taking it seriously, and we really want our customers to consider how important innovation is in fending off disruption. So here we are. It's your future. Assess your agility and the practices, the tools, and your mindset. Consider asking your team and partners what they would like to see from you as an innovation program. And whatever you do, align your technology pathways with your strategy and enable your teams to help you chart the path to the next horizon. I hope you've enjoyed the session today, and I'm going to hand over and introduce to JP. Good luck, JP.
Before we get on to JP, some of you are still thinking about that question. Dave's gone, it's got to be 1,000 spices, right? Thank you to Courtney for that too. Very informative and very exciting to see that level of investment in your future and mine. Great. Check this out though. How many herbs and spices? It was 11, Dave. You were off by 989. Clearly, I do maths very, very fast. It's one of the other things that Kynection will be offering is just me. I'll come around to your house and do sums, quick sums, just like that. That one wasn't very quick, I'll be honest. What happens when you roll 3 doubles? You go to jail. Why would you go to jail? Look, to be honest, I don't even know. Like, that doesn't make any sense, does it? You got to roll a double to get out of jail, but then if you roll 3, it gets you back in. That just means that the stuff you do in jail isn't the same as the stuff you do out of jail. There's some things that... No, that makes sense. Okay. No, Monopoly's good. I get it. These ones, put them all in chronological order of when they were purchased. That's right, when they were purchased. Well, look, we're just going to leave you hanging on that one for a little bit longer because I want to give away some prizes. So let's get out here. Let's just find out what's going on. Oh, so check it out. If you've already registered, congratulations. Thank you very much. I hope that you are enjoying your lunch, delicious as it may be. Look, everybody who registered today will be sent an email in the next 5 to 7 days. It's kind of like the Ring, but slightly better. And you will get a chance to spin to win. That is the game of spin to win. And you get a chance to win a Samsung Galaxy Watch, Samsung Galaxy Earbuds, Apple AirPods, DJI Mavic Mini Drone, as well as lots of other Kynection merchandise like the little Kai plushies and phone stands, t-shirts, wine cooler bags. You got to keep those Smoko beers cool somehow. But if you did miss out on registering and you want to see if you can get in on this or any other future upcoming Ubernars, please get in touch at cocktail. I was going to say cocktail. It's not quite cocktail hour just yet. That's at least 3:30. We want contact@kynection.com. That's right, contact@kynection.com. That's how you can get in touch with us. But if you like your prizes or your gratification a little bit more instant, well, look, here is your chance. You can win really big right here, right now. If you're watching this live, grab your phone and get ready to set your thumbs flying, because Kynection are giving away up to $2,000 worth of online compliance checks to our first 3 entrants in this competition. It is a free health check for your business that is on ISO's 45001 for safety, of course, ISO 9001 for quality, and ISO 14001 for the environmental stuff as well. So all you need to do is text right now for your chance to win. That is free health check to this number. That's 0480-029-779. That number again, 0480-029-779. The first 3 entrants will begin. We're giving away $6,000 of stuff right now. Get on the phone immediately, punch that in. You will be the ones there, because who else is going to be there? That brings us up to our next speaker. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to take us a little bit about talking to us about delighting your customers. That's right. Today, who will be delighting you with his presence right in this little box here? Give it up for JP.
So we're going to get into how to delight your clients using integrated CRM solutions and also e-forms, which will come about in a second. So we're all about delighting your clients. And if you go to our blog, we've got some really good sections and some good writing from Jessica and Courtney, who do a lot of the content writing here about how to delight your clients and what we believe as a company as your mantra should be. So if we go through here, we're looking at how to winning and keeping clients. I went over this a little bit last time I presented, but we'll just rehash on it a little bit here. That is, we've obviously got our systems in the one area. We've got the KIM at the top, is Kynection Information Manager, our own app, and then we integrate to third-party information like Xero and MyOb, and then you've also got other systems like your G Suite, which connect to. And what we're all about is that having technology is going to be the winning formula, and what that means is that the through your organization should be quite seamless, and the way that we connect all that together is by CRM and also e-forms today. So we want to plan with actual data, so real-time data coming into systems, and then we want to price the profit for the data, negotiate from experience as well. So that means we're going to have a huge about retention on the data that's coming in and from all the employees, your sales staff, for example. We want to automate as much as we can of delivery of the systems. And then we just want to step and repeat it. And then we can keep growing, and we'll keep growing and growing your business. And it doesn't really matter what business you're in, from warehousing to civil construction. Everybody's got to delight their customers, so you can get a step and repeat business. So we're all about designing your own integrated experience as well. Once again, we can go over this quickly, that we've got our way of doing things, and we really like to share with our clients how we do our things, which work. Obviously, this is a good layout of how we, as a business, we have all our integrated solutions in the one place, and we strive for the one system. And having ISO across the top of that helps immensely for auditing purposes and keeping all the systems in line. Knowing you've got an audit coming up as well, it always helps making sure that people stay in line and things are always at their peak. If you need assistance to put something like this together for your organization, we'd be more than happy to help you put the plans together. So we've got an old chestnut here. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So what we want to do is we want to create a goal with plans, and we obviously, as a technology business, we utilize lots of different technology to disrupt positively and integrate to businesses' processes and become intentional as well. So if we step and repeat, eventually over time, those things will become intentional with the staff and will be self-automated. That really helps with your goals. So plan your success with data and measure your performance throughout the customer journey. This is a great blog on our website in regards to supercars, drivers, that they always need to rehydrate. You've got to be in peak performance for the next race. So we're all about measuring performance throughout the customer journey. That's all the way through, once again, coming back to delight your customers. Keeping your clients happy, you must measure the performance of every aspect in your business at the start. That's the marketing right at the front end, tracking the leads coming in, all the way through to the back end from when the customer signs, and then obviously measuring the track through the project side of things, which we won't go into today. But what we're all about is your customer relationship management, your CRM, providing you customer success and enabling a company like Kynection, and using our internal systems really helps with the CRM. It's got everything in your hand. You've got all your contacts and everything in your hand on your mobile first. It's really important to have all that laid out in the one place. So we can do live task tracking as well. You want to do live task delegation to internal staff, which is really important. You want to hold people to internal KPIs for your business. You want to provide consistent standards throughout the business as well, and you've got one system, and you want to impress your clients. So when your clients ring up and they say, "Hi Jono, do you remember we had that conversation about XYZ?" and you can go back, "Yep, just give me 1 second." You go straight back to your CRM, go straight back into your notes, and everything will be there. And if you have a colleague that has a conversation in between you, all those notes can go into one place as well. And that really impresses most of our clients, of all the data retention and our reporting abilities that we hold. Moving now to more video streaming as well. So your customer engagement with CRM, this is just a screenshot of some of the systems that we have. This is just showing the engagement levels. I can measure all my sales staff and marketing staff of how many times they actually touch customers. I've got a customer success manager. I can measure him on his and her on their achievements, how many times they touch the customer, what notes they've taken, and everything else. And it's really good referral back to the customer and to the business, especially to management. We've got engagement here as well. We can get activity reports out the back of what people are doing, the engagement of how the customers are engaging through to our business. We've even got a telephone system that we use, 3CX, which is fully integrated back into Kim. So once you call our business, it actually will pop up if you're in our contact details. If you're not, it will actually add it in later on. Just one of our great customers, Rangedale here, just want to show what's going on, how many quotes we got open with them, how many invoices we have with them, sites they have, everything that we require to in the one place, all on your mobile. So customer journey, to embrace technology for immediate outcomes. You want to understand the customer journey, and there's a really good article again on the blog about SpaceX. So completing a customer journey is just like landing a spaceship. It takes time, dedication, and the right electronic form software to get to the job. So once you're capturing all this information coming back from the CRM, that's where there's a huge amount of layover with your e-forms and your electronic form systems, which I love to tell clients, there's really no barriers now with e-forms. We can pretty much do anything you can imagine with an e-form. And with that confidence, we can actually build confidence with the clients and the outgoings of the system. And we have immediate access, transparent. We would like to be transparent potentially with clients and also suppliers, open with their data. Client portals are really important as well, feeding information back into client portals. Automate your workflow with approvals as well. So that can be spending limits, NCRs, CPARs, daily diaries, timesheets, the whole lot. It's just all can be automated through approval systems. You want to capture your data once. That's one other big tip that we like to have. A lot of systems out there, people are capturing twice, they're putting it into notes, then copying it across. you just want to do it once. And this is a good example from Lena with one of our great clients. She did another audit there of ISO for them just to make sure and do a gap analysis. She just has to do it once. So she fills it once in the system and then it pushes through and you've got a wonderful report at the back. So the EFO workflow is great as well. We've got a really adjustable template database there, which allows you to be in control of all the templates. You can add the fields as required. You can see over there on the left-hand side that we've also got some really good graphs of what's going on, how many forms are coming in, what's coming in. You can see that I've been quite bad there, that I've got a few forms that which are still in draft. You can see all the templates on the left-hand side. Obviously, we've got version control. We've also got auditing control of editing as required of the templates. And you can see that one there for all the COVID form that we have to fill in for the daily temperature check here as well. Yeah, really flexible framework there and great inputs. Delivering for success, so we want to link out of the ordinary. So what's weird that's coming back from the field? Where are the nuances basically coming through? We want to be flagged those. I mean, as managers, it's really important that we understand what's coming back in and the strange data coming back in. We want to see the peaks. We want to see the troughs. So we want to, also want to see all the videos uploaded. We want to see the maintenance requirements potentially, time collection, leave requests, even audits, all the onboarding information, and of course now with COVID, we want to have the COVID tracking applications as we have. Scan a barcode or just come in and tap, and you're going to be COVID safe for your business. We also want to run to your KPIs. So your internal KPIs are massive to us as a business, and we want to make sure that everything that we have in our project modules, all the way to customer success, to onboarding, to sales, that your KPIs are being reached and being met. And we've got some great tools there to show us what's being met and what's being slipped. And it's all about tracking the progress through. So that's tracking the progress through of the journey, the buyer's journey, start to end, looking at time gaps, touch points. And we're talking about automated touch points here too now. So with our phone systems and things like that are now integrated, you can actually have automatic touch points of dates and times of when clients have actually touched you or you've touched the clients. And you just want to track that progress through, and having that in nice tables and a nice GUI format really helps with everybody, especially the managers that are actually looking at the data, and the employees as well, by the way, because they're going to be self-managing. So we want to invoice with speed, the system that works for you. So we want to bottoms up control. So at the end of the day, once the sale's been on board, you want to invoice that with speed. You want to manage the whole points. You want approval from anywhere. You want no arguments from customers or internal staff. Ensure that you're making the profit as well. You want to see all that, and you want to attain measurable and always profitable outcomes. That articles come again from the SpaceX on the website. So thanks a lot for your time, and I really appreciate you listening to where we're coming from for the e-forms and moving forward with your business. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jonathan. Lovely to have you with us. So, ladies and gents, that brings us to the end of the Ubernar today. We hope that you have enjoyed sticking around with us and your lunch. A couple of things before we go. I wanted to remind you, did you forget about the pop quiz? No, you didn't. Of course, we were all wondering which one did Facebook, the monolith that is, come through and pick up first. Of course, Instagram was their earliest acquisition, 2012. February 2014 was WhatsApp. Then Oculus in March of 2014. It was a busy time. And then, of course, 2020, why not just pick one up? It's the best thing that happened in 2020 for anyone. Again, I want to remind you, the Spin to Win emails will be heading your way sometime in the next 7 days. Answer the phone in 7 days, then you must pass it on. No, you don't have to pass it on. All you do is get online, fill in the little form, spin that wheel, and there's a bunch of prizes up for grabs. And of course, if you haven't already, maybe just give it a try, Text free health check to 04800 29779. You might, who knows, maybe everyone just went like, nah, that's not for me. And you can get yourself $2,000 worth of online compliance health checks. It's definitely worth getting involved. Once more, I want to say thank you all again for hanging out with us, and hopefully we'll see you at the next one. Spread the word and enjoy your afternoon. Until our next time, my name is Ryan. Have a great time.